Hello, everyone. You out there, sitting or standing or half crouching. We are GGameKnights. My name is Ryan. This is Wildspace. With us, we have a bunch of players whose names are in no particular order. Savannah, Alex, Sean, Travis, and Lindsay.
Hi.
Hi. So we've got a great show for you today, probably. But before, we have fantastic announcements, including I'm dying. And also, this Saturday at 5:30 Eastern Time, we have the continuation of Survivors Complex. They took a day off last weekend, and so we are all chomping at the bit to hop back into that adventure. And then the Thursday following that, we are continuing once more with Tidefall, where the gang embarks on another adventure. So lots of fun stuff. We don't have any contests or giveaways going on at the moment, but some will be coming soon, I'm sure. We have random game streams. We have an Alien Isolation stream that just started this weekend that's being had by our own Dylan, and it was really entertaining, so keep an eye for that. We also have a YouTube exclusive one-shot video that went up over the weekend that you should check out called Thomas Must Die. It was a lot of fun. And I think that is it for the announcements. Obviously, follow us on the Twitters and the YouTubes and the Twitches. And we don't have a Tumblr page, but I don't know, you can make a fan one. But yeah, so gosh, does someone want to recap kind of where the gang is at? Everybody roll a D20.
I was just gonna do it, but all right.
That's a 13.
That's a 5.
I got a 12.
I got a 3.
All right, well, Gwen, you're the winner. And it can be as brief as you'd like.
You might be muted.
I am. I saw the button flashing at me. Nothing happened last time. Okay, great.
All right, excellent. So
that was so easy.
Stuff happened. We are currently on Rash's home planet of Chamachamandir. Are we still there? We haven't left yet. I don't think. I think we're deciding to leave.
I think we're in the process.
I don't know what happened last time, you guys. There was shopping.
There's a lot of shopping.
That happened. We did a whole lot of shopping. We did a whole lot of talking and learning important information, which I'm sure will be recapped in the conversation that we're going to have on the way to the Ardent system.
Yeah.
We're currently going to hunt down the children of Volhai and see if maybe we can solve more about the big bad.
Cool.
I'm bad at recaps.
Oh, that was perfect. So, how about let's just get right into it. Let's see. Do I have anything? I kind of had something that I'm going to start off with really quick. Let's go to. Is this better? Which music was this? Yeah, okay. We'll do this one. Actually, that might not be intense enough.
Not intense enough.
Yeah, let's do this one. Okay. So, Mira looked up into the purple skies of Bermuria. They were empty. It had only been a few days since the last of the Concorde frigates fired up its ion thrusters and disappeared into the cloud cover. She'd heard Bermurans in the streets cheering that day. The Concorde had been an ever-present sentinel in the Bermuran skies since the Orcish war fleets had re-emerged in the sector. But after Yuval, one by one, the ships began to leave, until only a small number had remained. But now, even they were gone. And many Bermudians were happy to have their world back. The Concord had made them nervous. Yes, they were there to help with the Orc Armada, but they've seen this many times before. Systems growing over-reliant on the Concord. And then before they knew it, they were just another cog in the wheel. But now the Concord was gone, and they were alone. And somewhere out there, beyond the green moons, the orcs prepared to ravage worlds. And Mira would not be here when that happened. And she looked at the datapad once more, at the pending invitation. There weren't many ships going off-world. Bermuda wasn't a common stopping point on any tourist route. Trade was minimal. Bermudan culture wasn't all that interested in consumption either, so merchant ships were few and far between. And their ambitions were mostly limited to keeping to themselves. But every once in a while, there would be visitors. And just because the Church of the Children happened to be a little kooky, was not a good enough reason for her to miss out on this opportunity. So Mira packed her bags as she made her way down to the spaceport. And they greeted her there as she arrived. She forced a smile across her face as she tried to hide her shiver and walked inside the vessel. And she saw several people she recognized. Apparently, she wasn't the only one who wasn't interested in testing out how long it would take the Orcish fleet to notice the Concord's departure. She sat down, tightened her safety harness, and breathed in and exhaled. She was doing the right thing. We rejoin our crew on the Arcturus 8 as they prepare to leave Jamachamandir. Gwen, did you have ideas of things you want to talk about for the way before you leave or on the way? We've already settled a few things, like we've got bolsters crafting all the way taken care of for the trip. So there's a couple things that have already happened in the future. But if there's any scenes that you all want to have on the trip, just take it away.
I do believe Bolster probably finishes up that amulet right before we leave on our trip. The amulet that he was making for Evelyn? Not Evelyn. What's her name? I'm terrible.
Eleanor.
Eleanor, that's it. Oh, I don't know why Eleanor is like the hardest name in the world for me, but it's fine. It's like everyone's grandmother's name. It's fine. But yeah, the amulet for Eleanor, and he probably Gwen has kind of helped him with it for the past little while. But he makes a couple finishing touches and brings it to Gwen, and he's probably says something along the lines of "Hey, you should go ahead and give this feller to Eleanor, and yeah, just see if she likes it. I hope it's not too soon after things to remind her and everything, but you would probably know better than I would."
I'm sure she'll appreciate it greatly, but you should give it to her.
Nonsense. No, she's your friend. You should go ahead and give it to her. I've got a lot of other stuff to do. I got this bow that I'm working on for, and so we gotta just get that done. So why don't you go ahead and give it to her, and I'll just head on back to the shop. I got a lot to do.
Bolster, why don't you want to talk to her?
Well, she's been through a lot, and I think it would be a lot better coming from you, just as a gift. I think it would mean a lot to her, and I think you two are a lot closer, and I get the feeling it's probably not the best thing in the world to be reminded about what recently happened to you, and I just think it would probably be a lot better if it came from you.
I don't think she's ever going to forget what happened to her, but if it makes you feel better.
It does. And I got a lot of work to do anyway, so good luck. And I think I just kind of toss the amulet your way, expecting you to catch it, probably. Make a dexterity roll. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
I walk away.
All right. What's next on the agenda, gang?
I guess I go give it to her.
What's this?
A little project we've been working on. Bolster made it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's it do?
I don't know if I totally understood, but I'm pretty sure the gist is it helps protect you from what happened before.
This will do that?
He says it will.
I'll let him know. I'll say thanks when I see him, yeah. I've been trying not to think about that. But I guess that's a very real thing that we might be walking into.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't want to think about it, but I thought it might make you feel a bit safer.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. And she kind of latches it up around her neck. And as she's doing that, you've noticed that she's now got a bunch of new gear. Around her wrist, she has this gauntlet. And on the gauntlet, there are 2 large cylinders filled with 2 different colors of liquid. And on the edges, you see there's they're not all exposed to sight, but you can tell that they have syringes on the end of them. And you being familiar with her particular skill set can probably, know the purpose for them. But she also has this, not on her at the moment, but on the table behind her, a Gauss rifle that is on the table with lots of basically metal bolts that are being put into like magazines and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a good deal.
Some decent stuff for 500 gold. Nice.
Well, I guess I'll leave you to it.
Thanks, Gwen. She farts in her chair. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so what else? What about? Yep.
We can do this off screen, but Pace goes and finds was it Mike Morgan, somebody who kept the rock grubs, not the rock grubs, but grubs, rock grubs, or whoever, and just finds someone responsible and kind and good to take charge of the animals that she's had, so that they can make sure that they get somewhere safe and nice, just in case their ship blows up in deep space or something.
Sure. Let's handle that off screen.
Okay.
All right. So you go to. Wow. Roll me an investigation check.
Always good for some visual humor.
Wait, are we being for real? Like, we're for real doing this?
I'm committed to the bits.
Well, I rolled a natural 20 for investigation.
Okay, you find a home for everyone. Actually, or you find a home for most of your animals. There's a couple places, because the way with Chimachimandir, there's people coming in and out, and they're leaving. Just kind of, it's their pilgrimage. They make stops there. So you find a few people that come from places that their habitats are similar to it, and other people say like, we can take care of your animals for a while until someone shows up. So you are able to find temporary homes for all of your wards.
Yay! Okay, I'm satisfied.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Rosh, is there anything you'd like to do?
I think I already went through all my goodbyes in the last one, so I do that before we leave. But the only thing, I think I spent a lot of the travel praying or meditating. But the only thing I want to do is when we get about 7 days out. There's a spell I want to cast, so if we want to do that now, or
sure. Let's see if Vincent wants to do anything first.
Yeah. This can be, retroactively maybe happened when Vincent talked with Father Ramon the first time and got his memories unlocked, but he has some questions for the Father about what he knows about Aasimar or other celestial beings, finding out, especially after the revelation of the memories, just what Vincent is.
So I think what you learn in that discussion. Sorry. Sorry. What you learn in that discussion is first that Father Ramon doesn't really know, like, when you mention like Aasimar, if you do that, I think his only frame of reference for that name is like basically a mythical creature. There's like kind of half angel thing, but and it might occur to you. I mean, when you exist in like this kind of universe, it's not all that odd to be the only one of your kind in a place, because it just happens a lot. And so I think it might just start occurring to you that you don't know that you've ever seen another kind like you anywhere, and that never bothered you before. But I think after he fixes you, it becomes very kind of obvious in your mind. And as far as what he knows of you, he doesn't know of any literal thing of what you are. He just tells you a story of these, like basically a story that's not unlike the Valkyries or something like that. Just like warrior angels mixed with the blood of not humans in this case, just like some random or some other like species. And there's like a version of that in many different cultures that he like shares with you. But I think he's not really sure what to say. He's like, I don't know. These are just the things that I've heard. And I think he's very reluctant to say like, that's what you are.
Yeah, which makes sense. And then the other question would be about, different kinds of celestial creatures, beings that he is aware of, basically trying to figure out if he has any clue what Sandy is.
I'll do that. Where did you first meet them?
It would have been years ago, one of the first times that my magic kind of really went way out of control, and they appeared to me, helped calm me down, talk me through what was going on, and then they've shown up here and there again when things have gotten hectic, overwhelming. Really only able to communicate in when things are very stressful. Sometimes I get dreams or maybe they're visions from them, but yeah, there is an image in my mind, and I guess at this point I'm just trying to figure out, is this actually someone out there that is trying to contact me somehow?
I suppose it's possible. There are many things that could be. Perhaps it is someone speaking to you from far away, within this universe, or from a plane, or perhaps it's within you. I can't be certain.
Sure, makes sense. I mean, you can't just... You did something with my memories, but you can't obviously just get all of mine that I have of Sandy, but
this presence has been good. The stories that you've shared, they're helping you.
Oh yeah, helping me, guiding me at times, reassuring me and others.
Then and though I don't know its exact origin, perhaps it is enough to trust it for now. If I learn of anything, I will be sure to let you know.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Just be careful.
Yeah, if there's one thing that, well, I'll be as careful as I can be given the sort of stuff that happens around me.
And then he just he looks at you quizzically for a moment. He's like, and then just chooses to accept that as an answer. He's like, Alrighty. Was there anything else, gang?
Can I go get a trinket from the gift shop before we leave?
Yes.
Okay, I do that.
Okay.
Just a little thing.
Okay. What is it?
I think I don't know.
Okay. We'll wait here all night.
I'll think about it.
I like to imagine that the trinkets in the gift shop are cool, bright, shiny things that I imagine a hovering orb of light that will just stay in a place in your room.
Yeah.
Ooh, is there a sun catcher? Just a little one.
What is that?
A sun catcher?
What that is. No, is that a dream catcher?
Like a solar panel?
No, okay. It's little things that you hang outside and they're made of glass.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're glass. They're painted stained glass. You hang them outside, and when they catch the sun, they do colors.
Okay. Yeah,
and
yeah.
patterns, so shaped like a sun or something.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought everybody knew
cool
what those were. I used to paint those when I was a kid.
Sun catcher.
Is that not what they're called? That's what I called them.
I don't know. Maybe. I
googled it and they came up, so that's what they're called.
All right, I know a thing. Yeah, just a little hanging kind of glass.
Yeah, you get it. Where do you put it?
I hang it in my room above my bed. There's no sun in there, but It's the thought that counts, I think.
Do you have a window in your room?
Do I have a window? Maybe like a little.
I think we
one.
said that you had like a porthole in it. Yeah.
Well, hang it over there then.
Yeah. Awesome.
Very securely.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I'd like to add because I didn't think about this till just now. I think when she gets to her room, she'd also find that maybe slid under the door or something. Rosh gets her a small prayer book. Maybe not as big as the one that they have containing all the prayers, but like something small with maybe a section for like the passage of tranquility or grace or something, and then giving that to her. Anyway, that would be there.
Look at you proselytizing.
Only because she showed interest.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like pocket
The rest
size?
of yours are hidden under your beds.
And they're in the bedside table. Can I fit it in my pocket? like an inside pocket?
I'd imagine I got one pretty small, so it wasn't like super bulky or something. So
I do that.
Well, and also her pockets are like this big inside her, so it's fine. Excellent. All right, y'all. Are we ready to travel to Ardent?
Yep. Engines are ready to go.
All right.
Vincent, you just flip the switch and give the word.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go. Punch it. And then we put her out of Gemachamandir.
Wait, did we make sure help was on board?
Presumably we would.
It's just hanging on the back like. Yep. Okay. All ready. Okay, everyone.
As we travel, I'm keeping an eye out always on either the scanners or whatever it is that I do to help navigate. I'm watching for space pirates and also space dust mites.
Okay.
And also those monks.
Okay. Just a second. Sorry, he's crying.
There's a squeaky puppy behind you, and it's adorable.
It's a space dog.
Space dog. That's going to be our next crew member, is a space dog.
Yeah.
Or
the Typhel is a street dog. I hear it's a space dog.
Koopa Cashew, back from the dead.
R.I.P.
Undead Commander Koopa.
You know he's going to make an appearance. Like we're going to be in the middle of a huge firefight, and we're going to be about to go down, and suddenly there's a burst as a one-eyed Koopa Cashew comes.
Oh my goodness!
I thought you were going to say he's going to be there in like an undead horde.
No. Like he's lost an eye, and he's wearing an eye patch and a leather jacket, and yeah, he's.
I thought he was going to turn into. Yeah, I assumed that he was going to be like taken over by some horrible thing, and he's like a part of like.
No.
That's where
he's like.
Okay,
he's like.
Nope. Ryan's back. Don't give him ideas.
Okay.
Hi,
You
Ryan.
can go back and watch those 2
Yeah, but will it be too late?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me see where we're at. Okay, so y'all fly over to the Ardent sector, and it takes many days. It takes 6 days through the arc stream, and then you arrive in Ardent sector, where there are many systems, but the first system that you arrive in, there's kind of a port there, port's world really. Let me see where the notes are. So when you come in through the Ardent system, you enter into the Ardent sector, into the Eridon system, and you land on planet Numora, which is an ocean world with a breathable oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere. There are enormous floating cities.
Ooh, this is so cool.
That slowly drift across the surface upon powerful deep sea currents. The oceans below these cities teem with exceedingly complex life forms and cultures. And the overworld cities are mostly exist strictly for trade with Outworlders. But after 6 days of travel, you stop here to refuel and kind of get your bearings once again before you try to find the Al Ghul system. So this can be just like as brief of a downtime as you want. I think like Eleanor decides that she wants to go party like before you go out on this mission. So she just says peace, and then she just
that's
goes.
What I'm talking about. I'm coming with you.
Okay. All right. So she goes to some of these clubs at Nemora, and Bolster comes with her. Is there anything that anyone else wanted to do? Bolster, do you want to carouse today?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I got to look up the rules for carousing again. So I know that you need to roll me a 1d100 because that's.
All right.
Dadgummit.
Does anyone wish to join me in carousing, or are you guys all just going to be a bunch of lame, non-partying people? That's fine.
Pace will go with you to make sure you don't get kidnapped by gridwalkers.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think Vincent might go out a bit as well.
Also because everyone needs that really awkward friend who's like, I don't want to be here.
I'm not stepping foot on another water planet. I'm staying.
Hey, what kind of city is this? Like, is this like a I know this is like outside of Concord, whatever area, right?
Yeah, you're doing great so far.
So is this like Tortuga, or is this?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
That's like Pirate City. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Is this like where a bunch of no goods hang out and like do their business, or is this like?
It's not like
or
no
is this
goods.
like Florida?
No, it's not really like Florida.
Florida is kind of
Panama
where
City.
a bunch of no goods hang out and do
Panama
business.
City.
Space Panama City. I like it.
It's
All
just
the
like a
spring
bunch of
break.
it's just like a spring break city.
I think it's I mean, if you want it to be that, you can make it that. That's fine.
It's like a city of 1 million people, and it's like spring break all the time.
Jimmy Buffett playing everywhere. Space Jimmy Buffett.
This is
Okay.
My brother.
Okay, so I
What
think
are their
it's
exports?
I think it's
Good
Margaritas.
times. Good times.
okay. I think that it's fair to consider like the floating cities a little bit more touristy. The inhabitants, the indigenous life form, almost all of them live in the undersea, and they live in like underwater. These floating cities are pretty much just for like outworlders, to where the trade happens and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess I think calling it Panama City is I think an egregious oversimplification. It works. So it works. Sure. Yeah. It's kind of like a floating Miami's, right?
All right.
Calypso music everywhere.
Matchstick, will you watch Captain?
If he's staying on the ship, then yes.
Captain does not want to go outside either.
All right, then yes, I'll stay here with Captain.
Thank you.
I just remembered that I gave my PHB to somebody like a year ago. So I don't actually have those carousing rules on me. Is this one? No, that's a homebrew one. I'm so sorry. Is this it? Okay. All right. I got it. Oh wait, no, is it DMG?
Yeah, it might be DMG.
It is the DMG.
It might be in the SRD. No, it's not.
I do. Yeah.
Downtime activities in PHP.
Why isn't it in the SRD?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yep, you're the best.
Yeah, carousing is
room service.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Okay. Sorry that I didn't mean to take this much time. I thought I had access to these rules very quickly. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's probably under downtime. Anyway, y'all can have a scene while I'm looking up this. I'm sorry I'm not trying to
So, Rochelle, he does like fish, though. Have you ever fed Captain before?
No, I haven't.
So you have to throw the fish, otherwise he will accidentally bite you.
Well, why don't I just leave the fish where they are and...
It's more fun this way. He does not want to scoop it off of the ground. Do you eat your food off of the ground?
No. I could get...
Then don't treat my board like this.
There are all sorts of... I do have a question. There's all the water down there with fish. Why are we using our own supplies? Can't he go fishing?
He does not like water.
But he likes fish.
Yes.
You... No, never mind. Yes, I'll throw them to him.
How long are you planning on being gone?
I do not know. That is up to Bolster, but I will be there with Bolster.
I'm just hanging out with Evelyn. I assume, once we're done refueling...
Who is Evelyn?
Have you
already started drinking? Bolster, you are this big. You cannot have mug that big.
It was a fruity beverage. I don't even know what was in it.
It tricked you with the flavor, but it is very alcoholic.
Well, it was delicious, whatever it was.
Her name is Eleanor.
Amelie, whatever.
I think it's time for you to think of a nickname for her. Just E. How's E work for you? Okay, so roll me a D100, anyone who's partying. And I'm going to interpret these results. I'm probably not going to go straight from the book. But
I will attempt to party.
I rolled an 82.
That's a 32 from Vincent.
Okay.
Flat 80 from Pace. Oh, I have my own dice, darn it.
Oh, Vincent. Yes. Yes.
Boy.
All right.
Just on this page.
What did you do, Vin?
All right, Bolster. So you go to a few different clubs, and the ones that seem to catch your eye is that you find some like gambling halls. And so, what's your game? What's the game that you choose?
I am a fan of they're the ray races, obviously. These little manta rays. They're really small, but they're super quick, and they just love to go around this water course and kind of zigzag everywhere. Is the best.
Roll me.
I'm partial to the gold manta ray.
Okay.
So that's my jam.
Excellent. Roll me a 1d20, please, sir.
Oh man, this ought to be good. 17.
Okay. Dadgummit. Do 17 times 4. I'm not doing that.
All right.
I think it's 68. But,
that sounds right.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna double check it. Yeah, 68.
Okay. All right. So you win 68 gold betting on the gold mana ray.
Yay.
You lose like your first couple races, but then you start to get the hang of it, and you start winning your money back, and you make a profit. Vincent, roll me a d20, please.
That is a 13.
Okay. All right. Well, in just 24 hours.
Oh no.
You are caught up in a whirlwind romance.
Oh
no! And based on the result of your D20, it's still going.
Please be the cab driver.
So you tell me about your romance.
Oh, jeez.
You want time to think? We can move on to Pace if you want time.
Possibly, I think so.
Okay, let's go to Pace. Pace, you rolled an 80.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you win modest earnings and recuperate your lifestyle expenses. So since we're not dealing with like lifestyle expenses for this, I'm going to say roll me a D8.
Okay. Oh, I have those. I want to do it myself. That's a 1.
Okay, you win 4 gold.
Nice.
What was your game now?
I don't know.
Oh, come now. Come now.
I know maybe 3 games. Blackjack.
Okay.
slots.
Okay.
And that thing that spins, and you throw the thing and you try and call your shot where it's going to land.
Yeah.
Those are all things that people do in places.
So you win 4 gold playing spinny jack slots.
Yes.
And a lot of tickets.
Roulette. Sure.
A lot of tickets that you can use to like get yourself a teddy bear.
I do.
But it's a space teddy bear, so it has like 2 heads.
I want that.
Okay, you got a double teddy.
I carry it under my arm very seriously.
Okay. All right, Vincent.
I'm still thinking. Let's see. Because I am terrible at coming up with characters on the fly. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll some numbers for race.
I think this is fine. Do we have any NPC names on the docket?
We actually just had one purchased about like 10 seconds ago.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, that is fine. So I meet Elizabeth, an elven woman. I think maybe we're both watching on as Bolster gets very excited about his manta ray bedding and get to talking about what an interesting critter he is from afar for someone who's never seen a mouse folk before. And it's like, oh yeah, I travel with him. That's Bolster. He's an interesting little fella, and she is just delighted by my natural charisma because it's just so goddamn high.
Yeah.
And she's funny and charming and pretty and not covered in noodle appendages, which is about Vince's only criteria. But no.
All right. Okay. All right. So at the end of the night, when y'all are about to like set off again, or I'm assuming this is maybe 3 or 4 in the morning before you're all about to set off again. How do you say goodbye or see you later? How's it go?
Well, Elizabeth, this past day has been absolutely wonderful, but believe it or not, I kind of have a quest from a higher power to take care of. And I'm also, that doesn't float your boat. Businessman gotta go make a living.
You're not gonna even pick a line? You're just gonna use them all?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes my words fail me, as suave as I was earlier in our time together, but I will give you this. And I pull out one of the pendants that I made, and it's one of the higher quality ones. And I made this by hand. Something to remember me by until I come back.
It's beautiful.
Not as beautiful as you.
Oh. She smiles. She smiles. All right, and she's like, well, gosh, let me see. And I have something for you. Gosh, this doesn't make any sense because this doesn't make no sense. But it's a loot drop, so she gives you something.
A wand of blasting. I don't know.
She's like, there's so much you don't know about me, but well, this is just something I've been studying, and I don't know. Maybe you can look at it and you can come back sometime and I can talk to you more about it.
I would like that.
And she hands you this clay container with these chiseled markings of simple runes in the side. there's kind of these red specks of an unknown ore mixed into the paste. And it's like in this paste is kind of like this thick white paint. It's like, this is the war paint that the orcs use when they go on they're all rampages. It's the war paint of Batar.
Huh. But would I have ever heard of that before?
I'm gonna say nope. Just let's just say no.
Not familiar with it, but I'll be sure to look into it.
All right, and she explains to you what it is, and that there's some magical properties to it, and then she gives it to you, and it is now in your inventory.
Cool.
I'll come up with a reason why she would have that later. That's a tomorrow problem.
She's an archaeologist or something.
Something.
Oh no!
Like
remember what happened to the last archaeologist we met?
This planet will
They
blow up
died.
10 seconds after we leave, so.
Sorry.
All right. So, anything else anyone does for the rest of your time here?
I go down to the planet for a while. I don't party. I just wander around.
Okay. Are you looking for anything particular?
No.
She just wants to intimidate people as she walks down the street.
No, I don't. I just wander for a while. I want to see how close I can get to the water.
You can get very close.
Cool.
Like right up. And I think you see teeming with life. There's enormous jellyfish pods that are kind of rising towards the surface and gleaming in this the sun as it goes down over the horizon, and it's like the waters are sparkling. There are a few seabirds that were not native to the land because there actually is no land. There are only these floating cities that have been artificially constructed. And they just happen to come along with some barge or from ships in the past and live entirely there, and that's their ecosystem. And there's also larger sea serpents that just kind of rise out of the water and slip back down. Whales, dolphins, eels. You see, if you look beneath the waters, which are crystal clear, you see spires of coral that are coming up from unfathomable depths. These coral spires are larger than mountains, that sort of thing. They just rise up and rise up and rise up. So there's this you see lots of sights just kind of leaning out over the shore, pier.
I just kind of wander around by the water for a while. By myself.
Cool.
She being all thoughtful.
I'm thinking.
Well, she does have a very tranquil mind.
Rosh, anything?
How many days are we, or from what we know, by getting to Al Ghul?
I think so. I don't think you know this quite yet, because I think part of what Eleanor was going to do was also kind of get a little bit better nav data for y'all.
Okay.
But I'll let you know it's only going to be a couple days from here. Meaning so within the sector, it's going to be a couple of days travel away from this system. to the algal system.
Okay. I think this is the best time for this then. So I think what happens while everybody else is gone, Rosh uses this opportunity to go into the solarium, probably waits till it gets dark and can see the starlight, and is going to sit there with the new spear soul unwrapped, so it's got the fire coming off of it across their knees, and is going to cast divination. Okay. And I'll roll it, but is going to use it to ask a single question of their deity.
Okay.
And after burning the incense and sitting there in silence for a bit with their eyes closed, just sort of whispers, "How many must die to vanquish this darkness?"
Hold on.
I don't even know if they expect like a.
Yeah, I know. let me read this. I think I was expecting a different spell, and that was okay. Let's see.
I'll read it for the stream.
Truthful reply.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think. Less than must be saved.
Okay. I freak out as soon as I got an answer. No, I think that they open their eyes as soon as they get the answer. Still feeling a heavy burden, but probably go tidying up, knowing that people are going to be back soon. And there was one other thing I wanted to do, and this is sort of out of left field, but I think just got me thinking about it. They're also going to send a sending spell, or cast a sending spell, and going to send a message to Uriel. And just be kind of like, I don't know if you remember me. It's Rosh with the fire hair. A lot of bad stuff has happened. Me and my friends can help if there's any issues in the anchorage. Okay, bye.
Wait, was that? I felt like that was the first half of a question, but not like the second half. Can you say it one more time?
Yeah, I just said it's Rosh with the fire hair and all that. If my friends and I can help if you need anything. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening right now. Okay, bye.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's
not really a question. It's just like really, a statement.
It's more of a statement. I don't think it's a really well thought out thing. I think it's mostly
okay, bye. Let's see. Can you roll me sending?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. I think you'll be hearing from me. And then nothing.
All right. I feed the birds some fish. And that's my night.
And Pace goes and feeds the fish some birds. just throwing them in the water. Excellent. All right. So that was your stay at Numora. And unless there's anything else that anyone wants to do before you take off.
I'm going to show everyone my two-headed teddy bear. It's like one of those big ones, like one of those big like circus ones.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, I show it to everyone. Like super chill. Like I walk by with it a few times until someone asks me about it.
That teddy bear is like twice my size.
It is very soft. Do you want to touch it? It is like feel the fur. It like looks soft, but really it's really soft.
Do they have a name or anything, or?
I look at it very seriously. Not yet.
Well, you got to come up with a name. Maybe 2 names.
What would be a good name? Like Eleanor?
Who wants to name this NPC?
What's the name of teddy bear? I will think of one and it will be wonderful, I promise.
I know you will.
All right. So, yep. I heard someone inhale, which means who was that?
Someone that was me inhaling, and I was going to say, and so we get back on the ship, and Bolster's like, are we all good to go, or can I get this engine cranked?
Do we have Eleanor back? Don't want to leave without her.
Yeah, did Eleanor like get money or anything? Or, like, is she in trouble? Like,
no, I'm kidding.
I was like, I would go.
Oh snap!
No, yeah, she gets back. She's a little bit hungover, but she kind of hands Pace some nav data.
What is this?
Yalgul system.
How did you get this?
I'd rather not say.
Do you need a hug from this teddy bear?
No. I've had enough of that, I think. So, you want me to show you what we've got here?
I mean, sure, I can read, but yeah, show it to me because I need you to show it to me.
Yeah. So, all right. So, and she takes you, or you walk together to like the nav room, and kind of input the data, and like some star charts come up, and she kind of points to you, and she probably calls in Vincent into the room as well because you are going to be flying. And if anyone else wants to join into the scene, they are more than welcome. The door is open. But she... Where's my information on this? I think it's actually on my other computer, but that's okay. I remember enough of it. So she kind of points to the system that appears to be a binary star system by the way the motion of the star within it. But she kind of explains some things like, this isn't any regular binary star system. This is a magnetar. Sometimes when a neutron star is created, sometimes they have very powerful magnetic fields, and those are called magnetars. Based on what I can tell from this data, used to be 2-star system, larger or in a smaller. The larger one began to die first, expanded, and bled off some of its mass, which the smaller star carried. And as this mass transference happened, the smaller star gets bigger and bigger and ends up supernovaing before the bigger star does and ejected it from the system. But there is enough mass here to where there's kind of all the like electrons get squeezed out and there's only neutrons left. And so there's a tremendous amount of gravitational pulls here. And this is even more intense than a normal neutron star. These magnetic fields, if you get too close to these things, it has the ability to strip the electrons from your atoms, pull like the nucleus into a cone shape, and pretty much just completely break up the entire chemistry of your body. But the good news is that you'd be dead long before that because of the radiation. So, but I've been looking at these readings. I mean, what I heard is from Burgleplump is it was in this system, and I couldn't figure out how anything could be in this system. But I've been looking at these readouts, and I compiled some data from the observatories here, and there's something there. Something there is creating an envelope within the radiation and within the magnetic fields that's creating a slipstream, pretty much a tunnel that maybe we could fly into and be safe. But it's pretty dangerous.
So this will all rely on our pilot's skill and ability to maneuver us safely without crashing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So I was being sarcastic before for you to show it to me, but now I'm actually glad that you showed it to me.
Vincent?
Well, I mean, I'm still processing what Crystalline taught me about flying. Remind me, is this where the Children of Volhai cult base is, or what is this? Okay, so this is where we're trying to go right now.
But surely I can help you make it a bit easier by pinpointing exactly where it is.
Yeah, and that'll help. And I do have some ways to bend luck as needed, but
what?
It's still gonna be the trickiest fly maneuver I've ever made.
Hold on, go back. What?
I mean, it's just a thing I can do. It's part of all the weirdness that goes on around me. I can exert a modicum of control over it, but not a ton.
I mean, I can jump really high, but I feel like that's a normal thing. Like, oh yeah, I can control like the forces of luck and fate and everything, and the things that happen in reality. That is not just a thing that like I just do that.
It's so maybe luck is a bad choice of words, but it's exerting a little bit of magic to let's say someone's swinging at you with a sword, and I make suddenly it feels extra heavy and their arm drops or something like that.
Okay, I can understand this. I'm not freaked out anymore.
I can also help assist you.
Can you also bend reality, Rochelle?
No, but I can ask my...
Okay.
Well, define reality and just takes like a chopstick and bends it. I'm just messing with your pace.
Bolster kind of pipes in and he's like, I can also give you probably like a temporary little boost in the engine to make things a little easier too, if you need it.
I think we've got options. I think we can do this.
Yep, and I don't know that we have the time for me to get more comfortable flying, so...
Nope.
Something valor to something, I forget the saying.
Your leaf on the wind.
Watch how I soar.
All right. So are you all set off? All right.
I think we're ready.
Okay. So let's return to Flies. You all travel over the next 2 days towards the Al Ghul system. Vincent, you're kind of like been looking at the star map charts for this system, trying to get used to what you're about to experience. The slipstream is actually several kilometers wide, but what makes it tricky is the way that it moves. As like the magnetar like spins and the radiation swirls. It's almost like kind of like a cyclone that's like orbiting around. So you're going to have to like compensate for the movement of that as you're going through. And there are every once in a while there like kind of warbles in it. So it's staying as close to center will be like the ideal thing you're looking for. But you're studying it as much as possible, trying to get used to the movements. Let's see. Give me what would it be? This kind of check. I can't think of a good check for it. So let's just do a D. Let's just do insight.
Okay.
Insight check.
Is there any helping that we can do?
That is
not this stage. Okay.
Got it.
Awesome. So what I'm going to use for that insight check is basically you are a bit more comfortable with, you think that you're kind of used to the way that it moves. And so that's going to benefit you in your attempt. So what I'm going to say it does, I'm going to say that it gives you like an extra guidance thing, like an extra D4 to your piloting check, which won't prevent you from. It won't. It can stack with someone else's guidance. Is essentially what I'm saying. Cool. So you arrive at the system, and as you pull forward, maybe I don't know what you were exactly expecting when you came through, but like there is no light. The magnetar is burning so hot it is beyond the spectrum that we see, and as soon as you come like even anywhere close to the system bolster, you see all like the kind of readouts for like radiation begin to like go up really high and begin to spike. And now the Arcturus itself has some radiation shielding, but it being that intense that soon does make you a bit nervous, Bolster.
Is there any way that I can like increase power to the shielding?
You don't have a system for that, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
You just have a simple hole right now. There is that technology exists, but you don't have it on the Arcturus, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Did we ever figure out whether or not we had to remove our armor to wear the? I'm
going to say no. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
So the whole skin suit thing, I think I was originally thinking that it would be wear one or the other, but it's just going to be pretty much like the Guardians of the Galaxy little bloop, 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 bloop thing that goes over you.
Cool. I like that. So I think I kind of go around the ship checking on everyone, making sure that they're all wearing their stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you also know that those things will also have a decent protection against radiation, but it's kind of the same thing with the hull. It's like you don't want to necessarily push it with that.
Makes sense.
All right. So, Vincent, you start beginning to follow the readouts, and you see like this kind of gap in the radiation levels that just looking at the screens that is making a several kilometer wide opening that you can fly towards. And as you kind of like get closer, you see there's like this strange kind of outline where this space seems kind of like red tinted, where the where this slipstream is happening. There's like a little bit of a red tinge around it. It gives you a little bit of a visual cue where it is. As like kind of the temperature drops a little bit to where it is visible. But yeah. So, ready to fly on in there, buddy boy?
Yep. All right, everyone. This is your pilot speaking. Those of you who are gonna help on out, get to your stations. The rest of you, hold on to your butts.
All right. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and give a power boost to engine power. Using the ship combat technician moves. So I make an Arcana check, DC 14. I roll 29.
Okay. All right. So
and
Vincent,
he just gets 1d4 plus 2 added to his roll.
1d4 plus 2?
So I'll roll that right now.
That's a weird roll. Is it not advantage?
It's 1d4 plus my wisdom modifier.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
all right. So you get a +4.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability.
Okay.
So give you I don't know, whatever is gonna help. I would ask whatever's gonna help you better. Intelligence, dexterity.
On my sheet, we haven't actually given the piloting skill an ability. Attribute.
It's probably going to be situational, whether it's Dex or Wiz.
Okay. Dex would probably be better because I have no bonus to that.
Okay. I will give you advantage on dexterity then.
All right.
Let's see. What is this? Is this a good flying? No, that's too chill.
I don't feel chill.
It's too chill.
Good.
Let's try this one. No. I'm not happy with any of them. It's fine.
But listen to combat music.
Yeah, I guess we could do combat music.
Here, I'll just hum in the background.
All right, we'll do that.
All right.
So I don't know if this is the point where I can help. Like, I don't know. He already detected where the slipstream was, so never mind. I don't know if I can even help in this situation.
How would you like to help?
Well, I was intending to help navigate it, but he already knows where it is. It is several kilometers wide, so I'm just gonna moral support, I guess.
Okay. All right. So yeah, then I'll say, sure. We'll see if that comes into play.
My teddy bear is also there if this is important for your consideration.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So we've got +4. We have potential advantage. Mm-hmm. We have moral support. And
very necessary.
Okay. All right. Vincent.
Yes.
You ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
We're all gonna die.
Eventually. Maybe just hopefully not today.
Everyone dies.
All right. So here we go.
Some of us multiple times.
So, all right. So we're going to do a couple rolls. All right. Mm-hmm. As you're going through, let's start with this music is actually a little bit more intense than I wanted something more intense, but this is like all right. So roll me a piloting check for dexterity. We'll start with that. Actually, no, let's start with wisdom because wisdom first.
Okay. Let's see. And we'll just add a +1 for my wisdom bonus to this, plus the 4. So that's a 13.
Okay. All right. So as you're...
Was that with advantage?
No, because that's wisdom. The advantage is for dex.
Yeah. We'll say you can get an extra D4 because of moral support.
Yeah.
All right. 13. So that's 16 now.
Okay. All right. So as you're flying through, those of you in the front see like kind of the tunnel shimmering with this like red haze, and then it begins to kind of like whip hard, and but Vincent, you're being studied with seeing how the movements of this thing, you kind of like predict it and you move along with it, staying roughly in the center, as kind of also you're getting aided with the engine rooms and the engine power. And Rosh we feel kind of this actually you feel the magic press. It hasn't kicked in for this one, but it's there. And Pace is just kind of also pointing out like when it starts to pull in, kind of looking at the readouts for you, and you're just kind of staying focused. So excellent. All right, so keep going, Vince. Roll me another one. This one's a dexterity as it does a sharp bend in the slipstream.
Okay, so piloting.
An unpredictable one.
Yeah, piloting dex with advantage. Does the engine stuff still apply and the moral support, or?
Yeah, go ahead, roll me engine again. Do another check, Bolster, and roll me another D4.
All right, doing the Arcana check, rolling a 27. 1d4. Is it +2? Yeah. Plus the wisdom modifier, so that's a 5.
Also, if moral support is keeping an eye out, do you want me to roll perception?
Sure.
Okay. Here we go. Oh no, where'd it go?
Perception roll is lost to the eyes.
22.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. Sure, and then go ahead, roll me a D4.
Is it plus something?
No.
Oh. Where are my D4s?
I think he has enough. He has enough things going on.
We'll see.
Where's my D4? Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. I failed one. That's a 2.
Okay. All right, so you have a +7 right now, which is pretty good.
Yep,
and advantage.
This one is dex, that's advantage. That is 18 total.
Yep. So you managed to like turn the ship just at the right moment before, and this thing is moving miles, fast, like in a moment. And so but you managed to like cut at the right time. You managed to stay in the center as you're kind of pulling for this red haze because it opened up into this like kind of cloudy nebula that's in between you and this where you know the magnetar is, and like a small shape begins to emerge in the distance of a space station. And you see that the slipstream seems to be emanating from this space station. And on the other side, looks like tremendous force is like coming into one end. And it's almost like it's being filtered through this space station in a way, the way it looks to you right now. Vincent, I'm going to have you roll one more check. This one is going to be a dex, the same thing that you just did. And Bolster and Pace, go ahead, roll your perception and Arcana. Roll and a D4 if you beat the...
Yeah.
I don't know what the DC is, but I only got 11.
Okay. Unfortunately, that one is not enough. But you do get a +5, Vincent.
Okay, and because it's still dex, it's still at advantage.
Nice.
That is an 18 again.
Excellent. So yeah, once again, you managed to like hold it together with the aid of everyone else in the plane, in the ship, making sure that you stay on the course, and you pull towards this space station. And kind of the loud, there's like this like really loud sound of all this stellar energy being funneled through this station, and it's the ship's beginning to shake a little bit as you kind of approach, and you see along the space station there are several telltale marks of like docking ports. There seems to be a couple ships there, but not nearly as many as there are docking ports. So it seems to if the space station doesn't seem to be full, if that's any indication.
Okay.
Do any of the ships look familiar?
I don't think. I mean, not necessarily. I think. I mean, there's some ships that look like transport ships, but they don't seem to be like of a specific kind that catches your eye or seems odd or out of place.
Okay.
All right. So what do you all want to do?
Gather together in our war room kitchen and talk about what we're actually doing. Like, we're here to disrupt the cult somehow, but what is our actual objective again?
Well, we got to figure out how to send this thing back to where it came from, whatever it is.
That's a good plot.
That's my goal, and also I guess we should probably learn a little bit more about what this cult even is. Eleanor, you got any thoughts? I said it right.
You did. And as you're talking, she's just got her Gauss rifle, and she's kind of like checking, like making some tweaks on it, and like loading in. She's like, I'm just gonna make sure that no one does to anyone else what they did to me.
All right. Well, that's good enough for me. I say we find a docking port that's open and go say hello.
But who are we saying hello to again?
Well, I mean, it's just a bunch of children, right?
I don't think they're literal children.
Oh, okay.
Bolster, you are so smart.
I mean, I was kidding. It was a joke.
Okay.
I mean, I was just trying to lighten the mood. I mean, we're all being super intense all the time, and I mean, someone's got to lighten things up a little bit.
I do appreciate it. Oh, well, that went right over my head, which is difficult.
Based on what we heard at Chamachamandir, Gwendolyn, one of your sisters may be here, is that right?
She's not my sister.
Right, one of your no longer currently a sister, but someone who went through a similar process at one point?
We call them Primal, if it's easier.
Primal, gotcha.
Yes. Beatrix.
So one that's Beatrix. And Pace is your brother here, or am I accessing knowledge that I have no knowledge of?
I should certainly hope not, because I killed him.
I think Alex is just hearing at some point that maybe Rampart was somehow involved in this, or whoever.
Rampant, but yes.
Rampant.
Although
I like Rampart.
Crenellation over there. But Pace has never referred to him that way. I don't know if she's ever referred to him at all in front of you guys. But yeah, no, my brother is not here.
I think you did.
Did I? I think I've talked to like 2 people. Mostly Father Raymond.
It might have been Julia who you said it to, or Drew, or something.
Oh, yeah.
I remember to an NPC you've said it, but I don't remember which one at the top of my head.
It was to Father Ramon, then me and Rosh were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, that it did come up with Father Raymond.
Father Ramen.
We won't know what's in there until we get in there, so...
But as far as I know, if you don't have enough cultists for a ritual, there's no more ritual.
How many cultists does it take to pull off a ritual? That was not a light bulb joke.
I think the issue that we're
but it was a good one.
Is the ritual's already done. The thing is here.
Is it?
We need to send it back.
Let's go defile the temple.
Let's.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, wait, before I forget something. Sorry, 1 second. I pull out this thing out of my bag. It's really long. Like, it just like keeps coming. It's like a bag of holding. So it's like Mary Poppins style, like pulling this thing out. It's this giant, dark, like staff looking thing. And then you notice it's like curved. And it's a bow. And I go ahead and
you can't bury the lead, man.
It got worse and worse as it went on.
Sorry, we're 12. So you're fine. All right, continue. So you pull out a bow.
I'm so disappointed.
I know.
That's right, children. No, it's fine. So yeah, I pull out this bow and I present it to Pace, and I say, I think this is that boat that you wanted.
You finished it.
Yeah, it should get the job done.
Oh, this is wonderful. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's hope we don't have to use it, but if we do, let's hope it works well.
Okay. Well, now I have like 3 weapons, and I only need 1. Do you need any weapons?
Well, I'm still using this little crossbow that I've had forever.
Here, take these. It's dragon faces.
I feel like someone's gonna notice we're here. If we take any longer, we should probably
take this. Take this dragon.
I got it. We'll make use of that. I don't actually know if I can use that without a long rest. I don't know if that works as a magic item or not, but we can figure that out later.
Just a short rest.
Oh, okay, cool.
We can say that this happened a little earlier. It's fine.
That's fine.
So I'm going to drag that over into your inventory.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to shoot dragons at someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat.
All right. So, Vincent, you want to park the plane?
Yep. I pull it into a docking station, and I was gonna say something, but I just make sure that there's at least, if at all possible, at least a gap between us and any other ships that are docked.
Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, you find definitely one of those that's a little bit more remote that you can fly over to, and this station has some automated porting mechanisms that kind of you just kind of have to get close, and then this armature comes out and attaches to your ship and pulls you in a little bit closer, as everyone kind of rocks under the as the ship is connected to this airlock, and I'm going to say now is probably a good time to break, just as the Arcturus connects to the space station. So, party people, thank you all so much for watching, and we will be back soon. Bye. Welcome back. Here we are again. Our crew has just arrived at a cultist space station, which is inexplicably existing within the kill field of a magnetar, which is a real thing.
Physics.
Yeah. So they've just docked, and now they are on their ship getting ready. Did anyone want to... I think Eleanor goes down to the airlock. She's got some goggles on. She's got her enviro suit already activated, just in case. And she's got her, rifle out as well.
Captain has some sort of a spacesuit, right?
Not yet.
So you're telling me my bird might die to space radiation?
I'm not telling you nothing.
We might get my space dinosaur bird space cancer?
Oh, no. Well,
this is a risk we're going to have to take, I guess.
How about I go inside, say with these?
Oh, you can do that if you want.
And then the bird can take my space collar.
Also, he's a bird, so I don't know if he can wear people. suits?
Well, it's that kind of like energy thing that goes like, bloop, 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 over you. So
that makes sense.
You did specifically make one for help, and help doesn't have to come along with you. Help can.
Yeah, I was actually gonna check on help really quick because he knows the situation and what's happening, I'm assuming, but like I also want to double check with him always to make sure he's okay, because this is kind of a scary place.
Yeah, I think help is just kind of monitoring all the different coolant systems that are going through and making sure to like he's having to recycle them very frequently, which is something that is because of the temperatures here and the radiation. And so help is pretty busy doing that right now, but kind of like as you come in and notices you and just continues to work without really engaging in conversation.
I'm just gonna say, are you all right here? We were thinking of going in this station and trying to find out more about what that horrible creature was that attacked. Shoot, I forgot the space station's name.
Yuval.
Eleanor.
Yuval. Yeah. Shut up.
And Helen was like, "Okay, have fun."
Thanks,
all
Mom.
right, buddy. Thanks. I guess we'll go.
And then the antennas just go. Did you want help's skin suit?
I guess if he's not using it, then we can take it. I just feel bad taking his.
You feel
thing.
bad? Trying to protect my bird, who's also going to fight with us in this intense fight, and
well, it's his thing. So I'll just ask him like, "Hey, help! We just realized Captain doesn't have any protection against this stuff as we're going out. Would you mind if we took if we like are we going out into space, or are we just getting on this station?"
I'm just getting in the station right now.
So
Eleanor doesn't trust it though. That's why she's gearing up right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask help. Like basically, if you feel somewhat safe here with it, we're going on this station and we don't know how safe it's going to be from the radiation, and we could use an extra suit for Captain because I was forgetful. Okay, cool. And I bring that to Pace. Thank you, help. You're amazing.
Okay.
He's so helpful.
Thank you.
All right, lock and load, everybody. And I hop inside Samathi's, and kind of the awning goes and closes over me, and I stand at the loading door, and I'm like, I don't know what's out there, but are you guys ready?
Well, as we prepare, Vincent casts Mage Armor on himself and rolled a 1 on the D20 to see if there's Wild Magic Surge.
Okay.
Oh,
excellent.
Golly.
Good start.
So as you all are preparing and getting ready to go, staying next to the airlock, Vincent, how about you roll me a D100?
Yep. I feel like I should just make a macro for D100s by now. Okay, 90.
All right, so...
We've had this one before.
Okay, so as Eleanor's standing in front of the door, locking and loading, getting ready to go, she kind of turns around and says, "All right, we doing?" And then, boom!
What?
And then starts swearing up a storm, just like
what?
Sorry, that's what happened before.
What?
We got some rope in here, right?
I
have to have rope in the cargo bay.
Climb.
I'm going to have to say that I think Volhai is the least of your worries right now.
I will go get her. It is fine.
The odds of that are so low.
Mm-hmm.
This is fantastic. Poor Eleanor. Oh my gosh.
And just so that we
How
know,
long is it?
the pit will be there for 3 hours.
Okay.
Which may come in handy depending on how long we're on the station.
Let's turn it into a trap.
Okay.
The shiny one will go around it.
All right. I think she's gonna punch you when she gets out.
I climb down and get her out. Maybe I'll just jump out.
She's got 1 strength, so she's gonna swing at you.
Get him.
Which is fair.
It's just gonna be a strength check, so just a 10. So I think it just like boings off your armor, and kind of like maybe pushes you back a little bit, and then she just angrily like staring at you. She's like, "Cut that out."
That's the kind of stuff that happens around me. I can't help it. The odds of that happening again are astronomical.
Sometimes you just gotta laugh.
One time he was bald. One time he smelled like crap.
Yep. There are worse things that could have happened.
One time he sucked the life force out of everyone.
You were actually kind of there for that one. You were in the other room. Anyway.
Do you know what we're doing here? What we're about to walk into?
Yes. No, I don't actually.
Yeah, we don't really know.
Probably a bunch of people like Burgoplomp or something.
Yeah, I think so. So can we pull together? Maybe?
Yeah, Vincent.
Just a long-suffering sigh.
I know. That's so amazing. Sebastian. All right, so so now there's a pit in front of the airlock. Does anyone want to like lay down something over it for a bridge, or
do we have anything that we can place over it?
We have a bunch of empty enclosures now.
I'm sure there's something
which we probably took down.
Yep, I think I will move a bunch of stuff to build a little bridge for us to cross it.
Okay, all right, that just takes a little while extra.
I jump over it.
10 hours later.
All right, so Gwen, you're at the first of the door. Do you want to open up the airlock?
Yes.
Okay. So you slam the button, and the airlock kind of whooshes open, and a bunch of kind of like smoky particles begin to like float into the Arcturus. Kind of like ash or something like that, and once they kind of come in, they kind of start to settle, but you see inside a dimly lit room. It's a short rectangular room, maybe about 30 feet in, 20 feet to a side. And and at the end you see kind of this dull yellow light circular that's on the wall, that as you kind of enter, it swivels towards you, going, and this kind of like apparatus bends towards you as you stand at the door.
So I think Bolster steps forward and he's like, I think it's probably like a robot or something. Hi, hello there.
And just as you kind of come into the room, I mean, you do see that it's looks a bit like a lamp kind of hanging from the ceiling. Not too unlike Kitty, a little bit, but like it's smaller, doesn't seem to have any arms or anything, and just kind of like regards you as you come in, doesn't respond. Eleanor kind of walks in, like checks the corners, and steps out into the room. And as she does, she kind of like floats forward a little bit, and she kind of reaches out and grabs the side of the wall, like, Gravity's real bad in here.
Oh.
Oh, that's fun.
Just watch your step.
All right.
What do you do?
Can I spider climb along the wall?
Yeah. And you can. You can spider climb across the floor or the wall, or how do you want to? Are you specifically trying to go for the wall instead of the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah. Cool. So you go across the wall, leading towards it. The wall itself, there are no windows in here. The walls seem like very kind of utilitarian. There's like this almost like soot stains everywhere. Like there's like this ash is kind of like clouding out the room as you kind of like walk through. And as you approach this robot towards the end, it just kind of swivels its head towards you as you approach.
Bolster shifts the lever inside of Sam. Sam reaches out and grabs the articulating head of the thing and attempts to rip it off the wall.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So you fly towards and just rip the bot off the wall?
Yes.
Okay. All right. What's everyone else doing?
Are the walls sheer?
Sheer as in...
I have a climbing speed and I would like to also be holding on to something and not...
Okay, yeah. You can try to like grab onto the wall. There's these thin ridges that you can maybe grab onto. They're not very thick, but I mean, it's definitely textured for sure.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, what about you, Rashi buddy?
Because I haven't said it yet, I activate my armor.
Okay. Just come.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Just.
And it begins to like as it gets turned on.
All right. And then I guess I will follow in behind everyone else, not on. I guess I just walking or floating.
Okay, so you're floating, and what about you, Vincent?
Also, just walking, floating. So, is it 0G or just very weak gravity?
0G.
Okay.
I mean, I think if there is a gravity, it's you're not sure what direction it's going in yet, because your the people's forward momentum is overriding it for the moment.
Okay, so we are all basically free floating.
Pretty much.
Just in case this comes up later, because I do have the jump jet. Is there any way I'd be able to use that for just like controlled bursts, just to adjust course, or would that use up its use for the day?
It would use a round of its use. Okay. But if you recall, it has like 5 rounds of use. Mm-hmm. But you can get like a round of use and then continue going in that direction, indefinitely, unless there's another force.
Okay, so I can use it for like emergency maneuvers without expending the whole charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Situational, but yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, Bolster, as Sam grabs the bot and rips it out of the wall, there's like a shower of sparks that comes out. And then the very like dim lights in the room kind of like go a bit dimmer. And then the airlock behind you snaps shut. And you hear this, everyone hears this really loud clink. And these klaxons on either sides of the door that are right next to like the robot, they begin going, and then the pace where you and Gwen are like holding and pace like the wall begins like like shifting up. And Gwen, you're kind of like as you're underneath your feet, or are you on all fours?
Oh, I think I'm probably on all fours.
Okay, it begins to kind of like spread out, and what you see on the other side, as the windows open up, it exposes you to space. And I need everyone, with the exception of Rosh, to roll me Constitution saving throw as these blast doors open up and allow in the radiation from outside.
Well,
that is a 16 for Vincent.
11 for Bolster.
Okay.
9 for Pace.
6.
Okay.
Oh, and Captain. Hold on. Well, Captain got a 19.
Oh, excellent. All right. So, if you failed, you take 27 points of radiant damage.
Oof.
And if you've succeeded, you take half of that. If you failed, you also take a point of exhaustion.
And it was that a DC 15?
I did not say what the DC was.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but I need to. I guess I need to. But I guess everyone was. That's important. Yes, it was 15. What? How did Sam do? Did Sam take any damage?
I didn't roll for Sam. That's a good call. He rolled an 8.
Okay.
So fail.
I don't think he can actually be exhausted, but he can take the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Rush, you experience no ill effects at all. But these blast doors are opening up. Yeah, and what do you do now, gang?
Oh, sorry, guys. I just didn't want them watching us.
Is there a door ahead of us or something?
There's a door ahead of you.
Okay. I sprint, catapult myself straight towards that to
try
to pry it open because I don't know how this technology works. So
I would also like to leap that way.
Okay. Leap. Okay, give me a strength check if you're just trying to like break it open.
Can I assist?
Yep.
Cool.
So you may have advantage.
All right. Strength is shit. Let's see. That is a natural 20.
Yeah, boy.
So
all right. So I think maybe you use soul to kind of like get it on and just like start like cutting through this like blast door and like slice through some of the like locking mechanisms, and you rip it open with like Pace behind you, giving you like a little bit of leverage to keep from flying off into space. And this door opens up, and there's a bit of a decompression that happens from inside. There's also doesn't seem to be a ton of pressure in beyond, so it's not like explosive and you're going to need to roll checks or anything. But definitely some like garbage begins to kind of fly out of the door as you, and that's what you all are seeing right now.
And I immediately just start because I'm not feeling whatever this is. If I see everybody else struggling, I'm going to try to grab people, just start like pulling them towards into the room.
Yeah. Oh, me and Captain are in.
Yeah, Sam and I are going as well.
Okay.
Yeah, try and maneuver in as well.
Yep, I'll climb through.
All right, so everyone like quickly makes their way in, and you let the door. How do you shut it behind you? You don't have to. You can leave it exposed. The radiation is leaking. Okay. All right. Do you seal it? Because the door is definitely damaged getting it open. How do you seal it?
I think Bolster would pull one of those hull sealers out of his bag and use that.
Perfect.
So let me remove that from my thing.
Okay, so Bolster pulls out this small cylinder and like starts spraying this foam across like the cracks in the door, and it's kind of like hits and like quickly expands, and this sickening radiation heat that you all are like experiencing begins to dissipate, and so you are all inside. You made it! Yay!
Oh,
everyone all right?
No.
Oh man. I'm sorry, guys.
Terrible. Oh, jeez.
That's a rough start. I think Bolster is going to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Sam.
All right. I can help. I can do something that'll heal everyone if we want to take a couple of minutes.
Oh,
that would be super.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Also, let's hide.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
Hide as best we can, but I reckon they know we're here now.
Probably.
Still, choose your battlefield and all that.
But if people want to, depending on how much time everyone wants to take, I can take 10 minutes and do a prayer of healing, or like that'll be the most sort of economical if we want to take the time, though. Oh,
yeah, that's probably a good call, given how much everyone took.
Okay. Yes. How many? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because not including myself, I don't need any healing, so I can heal everyone then.
I think all but one of us, but I took very little damage because I succeeded and am resistant to radiant.
Oh, I guess I forgot about Captain. Yeah, so there's 7 of you, and that's up to you. If you don't want it, then
yeah. I mean, well, while we're doing that, I could just healing hands myself and get back up. But I will hold on to that for now in case we need it in a clutch moment.
Okay. I'm going to use a 3rd level prayer of healing then.
Okay.
3d8. Not great. That's 14 points of healing to everyone.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Nice.
I think you brought Eleanor all the way back up. Yep. Nice. So, now that you're all in the room, and how long does this take?
This takes 10 minutes to cast.
Okay. All right.
Would have been keeping a lookout as they were casting.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Me. I want to help.
Okay.
So, does he still roll it just with advantage?
I'll let you both roll because, like, I'll explain why. This room that you kind of come out to, it goes out a long hallway to your left, kind of bending out of your sight, and then a long one to the right, bending out of your sight. So.
Cool.
You can cover one side and one the other. Inside, it almost looks like a little bit like an airport, like the lobbies. There's like benches around everything, but like lining against walls. There's some terminals and screens like lining the walls that seem to be on the fritz, kind of like sparking in and out. There's like what you see also is just like a lot of like, it looks like an abandoned airport a little bit. Like there's like, you see like bags and like luggage that's just discarded and like maybe like unzipped, some clothes like spilled out and strewn about. But there is this kind of like layer of dust that's kind of coating everything. And the gravity is still low in here. But did you all roll perception? I didn't know what you got.
Not yet. Let's see. That is
I got a 25.
6. Okay. Vincent? No. I think, I think you're just kind of like looking around. You're a bit distracted with, I guess, or maybe there's just nothing over that direction. You don't know. Oh wait, no. I don't have to explain a 6. Your passive is 11.
Right. Yeah.
Plus 5 with hearing. If for
with whisper, yeah.
With whisper. So okay, sorry. I'll describe this differently then. So you're looking down that direction and like listening things, and you do hear lots of noises going on in this station. There's you hear again like the kind of the celestial whine of this star. There's so much energy being put out from this magnetar that the entire station seems to vibrate with it. You like hear like this hum of radiation just outside the walls. The ship itself, like the engines are kind of like rattling, and I think you also hear kind of distant sounds of like clanging rhythmically. It's difficult to tell. You can't really tell if they're coming towards you or if they're like even on a different deck, but you do hear them. Pace, you also like look down or look down the other hallway, and you begin to notice that the one thing that you notice with your passive perception is that all of the like the trash and the luggage and everything. Well, okay, I have to explain two things. Number one, there's like a coat of dust that's like covering kind of everything. And after the airlock got opened up when you all came into the station, a lot of this stuff got unsettled and like pulled outside. But you do see kind of like the ghost imprints of like where these things were before they got dust all over them. And curiously, a lot of them seem like they were on the wall, as if like all of these. It looks like there's a lot of spots in in weirdly specific shapes on the walls that aren't covered in dust. That's what I'm trying to say. Specifically, the wall towards the inside of the station.
And that was because of my passive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, no, that's because you roll, sorry.
Okay. I was like, because I rolled 25. Okay. Great. I don't know what that means. It looks like all of these stuff around used to be over there.
Does this dust look... I don't know why I'm saying this in character. Does this dust look like it's... like organic? Does this look like a bunch of people were incinerated? Does this look like...
Rosh would know what that looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what your experience is with incinerating people, but it does seem like dust or ash or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Yep.
Well, we should keep moving then.
Ugh, I don't like this.
I don't need it's very quiet. Other than that droning, I guess.
Are there any like tracks in the dust going in any direction?
Yeah, you can roll for that. Give me a survival check.
Survival.
Can I assist?
Yeah, you can look.
Okay.
So you're assisting, so then I'm gonna roll with
so
advantage.
Do I roll separate, or does he roll
14.
Twice? Well, yeah, because we threw the hat over the wall with this. Yes. So, all right. So with the 14, you kind of notice some things that like Pace noticed, and that there has been like shifting in like the dust on the ground, or dust around. And you do. It's hard to tell. Like you don't see like any like cartoonish like footprints or anything. Like you do see like some like kind of larger like square spaces that have been kind of disturbed and stuff like that.
Okay.
But which direction did you all want to head?
What do you think, Pace?
Vincent, what did you see on your side?
Not a lot, just the background hum that's been going on.
And Bolster didn't find any tracks?
No,
Nothing.
Not really.
Well, it seems to be that these things around here used to be over there on that inside wall. So I do not know if that means typically the gravity is like that, or if they were hung up, or what happened. But they were disturbed somehow when the door opened.
I think Bolster is going to crack open the cockpit, pull out a copper piece, and just kind of flip it between his thumb and forefinger over that direction and see if it like shifts direction or something crazy. Like the gravity's crazy in that area.
Like flicking it up?
Yeah, just kind of flicking it over there just to see if it like suddenly flies a random direction, like the gravity's all wonky.
Okay, so you throw it like to the wall where she's indicating?
Yeah.
Okay, so you throw it and it hits the wall, kind of bounces off, and then comes back to the wall and like kind of skips up across the wall for a bit, and then before it eventually settles like a ways down the hallway, but on that side of the hall.
Well, now we know what we're expecting. So, we can keep walking that way if you want. We just gotta watch out for the shift in the gravity.
Yeah, I mean, I do not know what direction to go. It's either that way or that way, and I do not know.
Then let's just pick a direction and go. There's no clear sign either way.
I don't suppose there's any chance that I could roll anything to track humanoids.
Tell me.
Because I'm a ranger. Because it's a survival roll, but I don't know if I can roll right after Bolster just rolled.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. And I have advantage because a favorite enemy. Oh, geez, don't fall off the desk. Okay, so 13 plus... So 19.
Okay, so 19. You look ways and you begin to make your way down the hallway. I guess everyone's following you as you kind of take point. And as you go, like, you don't, you only, if you're staying in the middle of the hall, you only feel a very slight pull to your left. I'm saying you went right. So like feel a slight pull to your left on the inner side of the space station. But it's not like pulling you off your feet or anything. As you walk by some other like airlocks that like kind of dot the hallway on the way down, you do see like some like looks like some marks of like footprints that have kind of gone to and from, like leading into that airlock and then out into the hallways. But there doesn't seem to be a ton of activity. No, there's like very few, and these particular airlocks don't have ships currently docked.
So some people have been here, but not very many. I guess should we just get out of the garage?
I say we just keep going this direction. Maybe keep the wall to our right, and we'll just see what we see.
Okay, so keep it to our left and keep going the direction we are going, or keep it to our right and go the other way?
I thought we went.
It is on our left.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm all discombobulated.
That is all right. And yeah, we'll just keep going. I'm just gonna keep leading us on and keeping an eye out for surprises.
Okay. All right. So,
should we all try to be quiet? Can we try to be quiet? Can we try to be quiet?
We sure try.
I'm gonna cast Pass Out Trace on us.
Okay.
Which I probably should have done an hour ago, but it's fine.
Okay. Well, if you did it an hour ago, it'd be over now.
Touche.
But okay, yeah. So you pass that now. Everyone, you can roll me stealth.
Well,
I don't know why I'm still rolling with disadvantage.
Ooh, we have disadvantage because we're exhausted.
Oh, that's right. That makes sense.
Great, can't get worse than the first one. Darn. Okay.
I'm going to keep my disadvantage and keep the armor on.
Okay.
So turn it off.
That is a 27 stealth for Vincent.
Okay.
I got 25 total.
Bolster got 24.
Jeez Louise.
30.
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Gwen is
I rolled really high.
Wow.
I got a 20. I rolled 2 8s. So.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and an 18 with disadvantage.
We are ready for
I'm
this.
a +4.
Wow. Okay. So, as you're walking in this kind of magical envelope goes over you all, if you're paying attention, you notice that your footsteps no longer disturb the kind of dust and ash beneath your feet as you step over it. So you leave no trace as you go. So as you continue to make your way down this hallway, the strength of the gravitational pull from your left goes a little bit stronger, and it kind of, you're starting to overcompensate, like leaning with it, unless you just like want to start walking on that wall. It's pretty it's getting like more and more like, so as you're going, like you're wanting to start walking like this.
Cool. I will do so.
Okay, and now
presuming that the any footprints around also do that.
Not that you see.
So okay, so I don't see any footprints, or the footprints are staying on the regular ground.
You see some footprints on the regular ground. Yeah.
I don't want to walk on this wall if no one else walks on it.
No, Bolster was going to switch to that wall if it made more sense gravity-wise to do that.
Well, you're also flying, so...
Yeah, I'm kind of floating, so it's a little easier, but I think I would, like, orientate to that.
Okay.
Whatever.
What's everyone else doing?
So I'm going to pause and just... The footprints of whoever has been here stay on this ground, not on the wall ground.
Then I imagine the floor is fine. I also imagine we want to head in the direction that the gravity's strongest. That's probably where any people are.
Okay.
Still worried that the people are all around us already.
Alright, let us go on the wall floor then.
Can I go up
Bolster shivers a little bit, thinking about how nice it would have been to have that cloak right about now.
I don't know why you got rid of it. That was such a good cloak.
It was a good cloak. I just
5,000 gold is good too.
It was a good sale. It was good.
You were saying something though, Gwen?
I forgot. Oh no, I remember. Can I go up to the front with Pace? I have a question actually about the suits that we're wearing. Does this like dampen my sense of smell at all? Because I have heightened sense of smell. I can smell really good.
She uses that there soap.
I think it would. I think it would affect your sense of smell because it would be filtering out that stuff and keeping it from. Yeah.
Never mind.
I do not want to walk where the people who are actually here all the time do not walk. But if you think it is a better idea to follow the gravity, then we can do that.
Well, no, we should walk where people walk, but head in the general direction of where the gravity is stronger.
Got it. Okay, so we will have to start to climb against gravity. Okay. I'm going to do that now.
Okay. All right. So you begin to kind of like climb on the floor. Just give me everyone who's doing that. Just give me a I guess athletics check.
So do I need to do that even though I have a climbing speed?
No, you don't have to do that if you want to like go back to that speed. What's your climbing speed?
It's equal to my walking speed.
Oh, so then yeah, you're super fast, and so is Eleanor. But I guess this is mostly for Rosh and Vincent.
That is a 2 athletics.
Okay. And for Rosh?
I was muted. That's an 11.
All right. So Rosh, you managed to like kind of keep yourself on the wall. You're kind of lagging behind, unless Gwen and Pace slow down deliberately so that you all can keep up. But Vincent, you're trying to like climb across the floor, but you're like having trouble like figuring out where to put your like feet and hands, and you like slide down and like land on the wall with like the sound like as your like boots slam into it. But you're unharmed though. Sorry?
Can I like piggyback him? Like introduce my climbing speed by half or something. Or Gwen is stronger than me. Could she do it?
She could. I think she could definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're not the strongest.
No.
I should have wrote something for Eleanor too. Yeah, she's fine too.
Vincent, do you need assistance?
Yes, please. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all day.
All right, I'll pull it along with me.
Be here all day.
Can I slurp him?
What?
Can I
slurp him?
Yeah, you could actually.
I'm sorry. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay still.
If you want.
I'm gonna give Friend to slurp him so I can pull him along.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
What?
I've literally never done this.
No.
Yeah, please explain.
So essentially, Friend is able to kind of like stretch out in tendrils. This is a mechanic that like allows her to like grapple people. But
so it's like a papusa, but for Vincent.
Yeah.
Papoose is a food. Is it a papoose?
Papoose, I think is what you're thinking of.
Okay.
But what it does is it I think it takes away the benefits that she has while wearing it from her while it's grappling. Maybe I didn't add that mechanic in. But because like Friend is not like currently on your person, I think actually that was when. Never mind. I think that was an early alpha version of Friend. Like he had a different power set. Okay, never mind. Forget that part. But yeah, so these kind of sticky tendrils wrap around you, Vin, and you're kind of like, I don't know. Are you? Is it like a papoose, or are you just like back to back, like looking around, or how do you want to do it?
I don't think it's that awkward.
Tell me the way you want to do it.
I more think, it's like a leash.
Okay, perfect.
So
you're
Fred kind of comes off
yeah.
my arm, and so I kind of like tether him to me.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, excellent. So Vince, you're kind of like kind of dragging along a little bit as she's like climbing across the wall. And as you're going, you see discarded shoes. You see Pace. You see a couple of stuffed animals that are kind of like on the wall. You see people see like there's like a couple like small little contraptions like game systems. You see a couple books. You see what else would you see there? You see kind of like food that doesn't look so good anymore. Yeah, as you're going along.
Cool.
But eventually you come, the gravity begins to grow stronger and stronger. And then after several minutes, as you all are silently making your way along, aided by magic, you find a large port door on the left wall that with the strong gravity. Which is, it seems like you've been walking in like almost, if you kept going, it'd probably be a big circle, this big ring around the station. But you do eventually reach where a door that goes inward into the station, into this like central area.
Oh, well, I guess there was no point in climbing on this wall, after all. I will drop down to the floor to use the door.
Okay. All right. You just try to like spin it open, anything?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it like a submarine door? Is it like a keypad door?
As you approach it, from the door, a kind of like series of mechanisms begin to lock and kind of twist around these gears, and emerging from it is a kind of like facility is that how you say the word? Anyway, of like a face, and looking a little bit kind of like an ape face, like kind of like this protruding jaw a little bit, and it just kind of opens up, showing these kind of sharp teeth, and a voice sounds out that, hey, so you actually understand. And it just says, blood.
Do I get the feeling that it like detects us, or is this just a thing it does?
It did it as you came closer.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
And the rest of you hear, no, something like that. Yeah.
Could I hear it with my helmet that translates everything?
Is that always on?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm wearing it.
Okay. First off, how many items are you attuned to? You probably.
Well, I just sold 2, so.
You sold 2?
I thought I did. Maybe I just sold 1.
Okay, you did not sell the necklace. I refuse.
Oh, I didn't sell the amulet. That's right. No, but
so you have the necklace, and you have the Hydra cannon now. And is that the only 2 that you have?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and then also the helmet.
Oh, and the bag of holding and the helmet.
Well, that one's not an attunement. Okay, so you're okay. All right, just making sure. Yeah, you hear blood.
Cool.
Ugh.
So, does it want?
Yes.
Blood.
Yes. I'm going to prick my hand or something and like put some blood, like a little drop of blood on its like little facsimile tongue or something. You're muted.
You put your blood on it?
Yes.
Okay. The jaws snap shut, and it withdraws back into the door, and the door unlocks, and it begins to open.
Nice. Cool, let's go.
Yeah. So, so you go into the door? All
sure
right.
do.
All right, so you kind of go like it's actually falling into the door a little bit because of the way the gravity's oriented, where like the door is at your feet, if that makes sense. I'm seeing no nods. I'm seeing nothing.
I said I dropped down onto the floor, so I don't. So like, there's a pit on the other side of the door, or?
Well, the floor is not where the gravity is. So you drop down where the gravity is, which is the wall.
Right.
Which is where the door is.
Yes.
So you're basically standing on the wall where the door is.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
So we're dropping down into the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
great. Good.
So
the door is a hole in the ground.
But not.
Yeah, it's one of those side holes.
Right, but help? Like no. So is the bottom of the door on the wall, or is the bottom of the door on the ground?
The bottom of the door? Oh, the bottom. Like, yeah. Yeah.
I'm super confused.
We're standing on the wall that has a door in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
this is the door. This is the wall with the door, right? So there would be a door, and we're like this. So we'd have to go.
Oh gosh. Okay, great.
Visualize.
I'm gonna produce a flame and just drop it down to see how far it goes.
Okay. Yeah. You drop it down, and it goes for a ways. It goes for about. It's actually hard to tell how long it goes, but it drops and goes. You see it burning in the distance.
Ugh.
It's a fall.
Well, then let's not fall.
Bolsters, like, just kind of floats down in.
Okay.
I will climb.
All right. So as you kind of go, Bolsters go down in like the light shining. This seems like more like kind of a living quarters thing. There's all these like smaller like bunk rooms, like the doors shut, kind of like lining the hall on the way down. And you kind of like shine Samathi's light everywhere. And you make your way down to the other end of the hallway at the bottom where the produced flame is now burning. Paige, you can climb down. Give me an athletics check.
I have a climbing speed.
Yes, I will never remember that. All right, cool. Yep. So, what about the rest of you?
I'll just live here then.
Can you not? Do you need help to climb? I have climbing kit. I can put rope on. Like, I don't know how I can put the pythons in this metal wall, but I can try.
Is there something to tie the rope on up here?
I could
maybe like the door frame.
I could just fly Samathies to halfway, and y'all could use him as like a stepping stone kind of thing. I wouldn't be able to hold all of you at once or anything, but I could probably.
I can climb.
I can also climb. I could take Vincent down and come back and get you.
Maybe Captain can grab onto you, make you a little lighter when you jump, so it's not like crashing into Samathies.
Wow.
It might be a little bit tight for Captain to fly down this way.
Never mind.
Because it's only like about like 10 feet across.
Oh yeah, his wingspan is more than that.
Yeah, so...
Never mind, you'll have to trust fall.
Is there objectively anything in the immediate area to tie a rope on?
Yes, okay. For sure.
Then if somebody has a rope, then I think that's the best option.
Does anyone have a rope?
I do have rope.
You do have a rope. Okay.
Yes.
So,
here you go.
Thank you.
And you're welcome.
I'll tie the rope on up at the top, and then.
All right, give me a athletics check with advantage as you climb down, and so is Eleanor going to do that. She rolls a 7 with advantage.
I hope she's not above me.
She rolls 2 3s.
It's a 15.
Okay, yeah, you're able to make it just fine. But Eleanor makes her way. She gets about 20 feet down and then loses her grip and falls.
Can I try to catch her?
Yeah, you can try to go for it.
Okay, okay, I do that.
All right, give me a strength check.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
As this halfling hurtles by you.
That's a 17.
Yeah. Okay. So you reach out, grab her arm, manage to hold on, and manage to keep holding on to the side of the wall. And she kind of slams into the wall, though. She's going to take some bludgeoning damage for that.
Sorry, I tried.
No, you did great. It's just 2. It's fine. She's good.
He still apologizes. Jeez.
She just. Ow. All right. So, but for too long, you all make your way to the bottom of the hallway. And now you reach one more door. Or maybe many more. Who knows?
Does a simian face pop out and ask for blood?
No.
Great. Is it a submarine door? Is it a keypad door?
Yeah, it's a submarine door.
I would like to attempt to spin it.
Okay. Spin away.
I spin.
Okay. All right. And as you spin and once you reach a certain threshold, the door just kind of falls open and clunk, clunk, clunk as it's swinging open down. And you look and see a vast room beneath you. There's a veritable web work, or there's a series of catwalks that looks like web work. It's going all over the place. The room itself is massive. It's about 200 feet of diameter, I think. 200 feet diameter, spherical. At the very center of the room is radius, 200 foot radius. It's a 400 diameter room. In the center, there's a crackling ball of energy that is glowing bright and blue with like these red lightning streaks that kind of peel over it. You can see at one end of the room there's an aperture where a loud torrent of energy is pouring in, going into the sphere and then going out the other end. There is a series of platforms that are like above it, spaced out. It is so the way that this room is oriented is that there's no, like, the down in this room is this sphere. So all across it, those are all places where you can stand and your feet will always be facing towards this crackling sphere in the middle. So
would that make the sphere up?
Wait,
so the catwalks are facing in such a way that we could walk on them around the sphere?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, and the catwalks, I guess they look a little bit more like a gyroscope, the way they are, like, kind of positioned around this thing.
This is a really weird space station.
I think we found the core, guys.
I believe it's pronounced corgis.
Wait, what's a corgi?
It's like a little dog with little legs, and they can jump very well.
Oh.
Wait, that's not this at all. I was wrong. Never mind.
What's a dog?
Well...
Anyway, I guess my hypothesis on people being where the gravity's strongest was wrong, but...
But hey, we've solved it.
There's no one here. We've been through how many rooms now? There's no one here.
Yeah, and the food was really rotten. Did you smell that?
There's something wrong.
Yeah. I mean, this station's just a whole big old mess. Like something real bad happened here.
So are there any doors that we can see leading out of this room? From a catwalk, maybe?
You see several doors, not unlike the one that you're at right now, that lead to like an opening in the catwalk. And they all seem to kind of lead out above this sphere, all these like different platforms and that form these rings around it.
Do you want to keep exploring?
I don't know. I kind of want to check out this core a little closer.
Well, be careful about that for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to get caught in the gravity.
It is sucking in. I feel like this is the part that is sucking in the energy to make the slipstream that we came to. So don't get too close.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Because it will rip you apart and like something deconstruct you, right, Eleanor?
I mean, yeah, that's what I heard.
Hey, what if we blew it up? I mean, it's just a thought.
I'm
we
against.
Don't have to
do it. Cons, we will die. Pros, science.
Can Ryan? Can we see like every part of this room, or are there portions that are hidden from us?
Sort of. You can, like, okay, because this is a little difficult to like maybe like where if you come out through the door and come out into the catwalk, your floor, and you look out over the edge at where the the sphere is. On the opposite end, you would see catwalks there, but you would be seeing the underside of that floor.
Gotcha.
So, yes, there are places that are obscured, but you can also see all of them. You know what I mean?
Cool. So there's like a giant catwalk that I could just walk on around this entire thing?
Yeah, there's several. It's like a gyroscope. There's like several like bands that are centered around it.
Cool.
But there seems to be like 2 nexi where all of the catwalks meet on 2 poles that are not where the or actually they're on either side of where the actual energy is being funneled in from one side, the other. They like go through these like not pinholes, but they go through these like holes, for lack of a better word, or rings. They go through these rings that they pass through before they get to the energy ball in the center.
Interesting. All right. So my suggestion would be that we take a quick lap around one of these catwalks just to make sure that we're not missing anything important on the other side. And then we come back out and explore the rest of the station.
Sounds good.
Do you want to fly around and look around, or should we walk around?
We should all
go. We should definitely walk around.
Okay, let's go then.
I'm afraid to risk flying in here.
That's fair. That is fair.
Gwen and Elnor, you think that your former sister might have something to do with this? She may have been here.
Eleanor seemed to think so.
Yeah, I just knew that she was seen with children of Volhai. I don't know at what capacity.
But none of this is something... It seems strange that this, based on what you said, used to be a binary star system. You come from a binary star system. I don't know if any of your memories of this person involve their research into something like this, or this rings a bell to something they would have been interested in trying to do, because somebody is attempting to harness, it seems, a great deal of power here.
Well, I don't know if the binary system has anything to do with it, but if there's one thing I remember about Beatrix, it's she very much wanted to be in charge. That was part of her problem. She's volatile, she's power hungry, she's someone who would very quickly try to amass a great deal of power.
That seems like quite literally what someone was attempting to do here.
It is also just a very good place to hide. A place where no one thinks that anyone can be.
Seems to me that there might be less difficult places to hide. It seems that they're using this for something, not just hiding here.
If Beatrix is involved, she also knows that we are after her.
Mm-hmm.
We as in we, or like the general sisterhood, or...
We as in my order. We hunt down the primals and put them down. It all seems a bit of a coincidence.
Mm-hmm. I assume we're having this conversation as we're walking around.
Yeah. Okay. And so as you approach this torrent of energy, which will let's just call that north. Okay. The north point of this room, you can kind of see out where the energy is coming in. It seems like from where you presume the magnetar is, this radiation is being pulled out from it through this siphon, passing through the eye of this sphere in the center and ejecting out the other end, possibly what's creating this slipstream. And having experienced the radiation yourself, there must be some sort of filter that's keeping you from having any ill effects right now as you're kind of approaching it. Yes. But as you all approach, the energy coming through this siphon, the platform kind of goes around it in a ring, I need you, everyone, to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, jeepers.
Oh, snap.
Include pets.
Paces was a natural 20 for a total of 23.
Bolster rolled a 16. Bolster rolled a 5. And Sam rolled a 16.
Captain rolled a 3.
So Captain, Bolster, Vincent. Are you going to tie it? Yeah.
That's not much better. So I initially rolled a nat 1, then I rolled a 3 for a total of 5.
Okay. All right. So what'd you roll, Rosh?
I rolled a 2 for a total of 9.
A 9? Oh, Jesus. And Gwen?
14.
All right. What'd you roll, Pace?
23 on a natural 20.
Thank God. Someone will be able to tell your story then.
Good.
Everybody except for Samathes and Pace, you feel an irresistible urge to walk into the ring and off the platform. Let me read how this works so you know how to play this.
Did Eleanor also fail?
Actually, no, she rolled an 18. She's
okay.
Hold on. Let me read how this works. So, yeah. You use your movement, and at the end of your next turn, you can like roll it again, but your movement gets you some shit.
Wait, I have a question.
Yep.
Does this count as a charm?
I bet it does.
I have advantage.
Let me see. Hold on.
If it does.
Come on, Gwen.
I want to give it to you because I'm very scared.
Because I'm an elf.
This wasn't supposed to wipe everybody. Hold on. It doesn't say if it's a charm, but it's an enchantment. I'd say this counts as a charm.
Great, I have advantage.
Yeah.
I can't save everyone. I can save maybe one person.
All
Natural
right.
20.
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
24.
And Sam is actually immune to charm too, now that it matters.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to read this. So the enchantment causes the specified creatures to feel an intense urge to approach the target while within 60 feet of it or able to see it. And the target being this ring where the energy is flowing through. When you see the target, you must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or use your movement on each of your turns to enter the area or move within reach of the target. When you've done so, you can't willingly move away from it. If the target damages or otherwise harms you, you can make another saving throw. Although it might be too late when that happens. I'm going to say, all right, I think I'm going to, I didn't think about this too deeply because I did not expect everyone to fail.
Excuse me.
Okay. Like half of y'all. So I'm going to say you know that like something happened to me. What am I doing? You can communicate that as you're walking towards it.
I mean, the girls can try and fix this.
Yeah. All right. So continue. Or sorry. So that's the way we're gonna roll with it.
Okay. So presumably, Captain just starts flying off, like jumps off my back and starts flying.
Yeah. Captain starts flying towards it. Bolster begins, I'm assuming you guide Sam towards it.
Yeah. Or actually, so how out of my mind am I in this scenario? Would it be something where I would like click open the canopy of Sam and just like leap out?
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's what I do.
Okay. All right. You move towards, you hop out and start moving towards spinning your turn, moving your movement towards this opening. And
Does
Rosh, you as well.
have any volition?
Not unless he's commanded to.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could. That's a tricky one of how to I'm going to say that. Yeah. Okay.
So, question based on what you just said, we're moving, but our minds were like, we shouldn't be doing this. Okay, so I'm
gonna end it. Yeah.
So we can talk and be like, hey, do this while we're walking forward.
Yeah.
All right. Stop them first. Pointing to the other two.
Everyone.
A Schlorp bolster.
Okay.
I'm faster than him. And he's
all right.
legal.
Give me a check. Athletics check, I guess.
Can you make some intense music, please?
Oh no, I have disadvantage, don't I?
Yeah, it should be more intense, I guess. Let's find music.
I'm so scared right now, and I want the music to reflect my emotions.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, man, it's only that you. No, you're fine.
I'm afraid that everyone's going to die.
We're fine. We'll fix this.
I think enough people. If Gwen didn't make it, I was actually going to be much more worried, I think.
Yeah, Gwen's got this. Pace's accessory got this.
Yeah. When I thought it was just one of you, I was really worried. You're like, there was like.
I forget I'm an elf sometimes.
I can't find my good music, scary music.
So wait, Gwen. So you are Schlorping bolster, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stick him to me.
No.
You're stuck.
So he jumps and you're like, no.
Nope. He's just like
let's
stuck.
see.
Like
Okay.
one of those Velcro suits. Like the balls stick to it.
All right, so Vincent, you begin to move. All right, so you grab bolster. Vincent moves towards the edge of the lip, and so does Rosh.
Is Eleanor doing anything?
Do I have to make
Before I do
And
something?
yeah, she'll try to yank she'll try to hold a. Go ahead.
3 people still going. So there's Captain, Vincent, and myself that are going towards, and 2 people left.
Yeah, we'll do this.
Do I just get bolster? Or do I
Yeah,
have to make a
we'll
check?
just say that you get him.
He's so tiny. You're stuck to me now.
He's a tiny.
And is Bolster like struggling against this, or is it just like?
I think you're gonna pull against her, but I don't think just your movement though. It's not like you're trying to break free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Gwen. Like, wait, and you said like if I'm damaged, it like stops or something.
You get
Or
a
if I'm
chance
attacked.
to break the enchantment
Okay.
if you get damaged.
Interesting. Cool.
But you won't get damaged until you fall away. So it might be too
Saved your life.
Okay, so
Well,
Eleanor
like-
was gonna grab somebody, correct?
You really want me to move Eleanor first?
I have an idea. I just want to know if she's
Okay.
gonna try something first.
Well, I don't think she can get captain, so she'll go for Vincent.
Even though I dropped her in a pit.
Gosh.
He wants to be the one that ends you.
She's gonna grab him and be like, "I'm the king," and then let him go.
All right, she's gonna roll a let's see, I guess a strength check to try to hold you back. And I'm just gonna keep it at because I'm just say a 10 to try to like trip up your legs. And she rolls a natural 20.
She just needed
For
an excuse to
21.
hit him. Let's do
So
it.
she slams into your legs, you kind of buckle, fall down. Can you roll me a D100, please?
Yep. That's a 50.
All right. So what happens is around Vincent and everybody, a wall of fire erupts in a 20-foot ring around him, and
Capital W,
Rosh
capital F.
Rosh feels at home.
Rosh begins walking towards where the ring is, but is about to walk through the fire to go do it. So
Okay, so Vincent was stopped, Bolster was stopped, Rosh was walking forward, Captain's flying forward, but we're in like a sphere of fire?
Yeah, pretty much. So Captain and Rosh are about to go through the wall of fire.
Okay, and it's just Rosh's movement, he's not necessarily like choosing this.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him with an arrow. I'm gonna shoot as in them with an arrow. And I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay, I needed to hear that. I'm like, what? Okay, yeah. All right, cool.
And you can choose to fail the strength saving throw.
Do you have to hit me?
I guess I do, actually. All right, I can't, boy. +8 to hit, let's do this. Don't mess up. It's a 10. Wait, no, it's a 12.
AC 19.
I'm going to shoot again.
Okay. All right.
Things just got real, guys.
That's better. 21.
That will hit.
Okay. And so yeah, you get shot.
All right. Roll that damage.
Oh shoot, this is a not good bow. Okay, hold on. What do I got to do here? 1d8 plus 5. Oh jeez, I'll just click it because I can't find my d8s. 1d8 plus 5. Hit. Oh, good. 13 piercing damage.
Piercing damage. All right.
And
does the ensnaring strike add any damage to that as well?
I don't think it does. It just holds somebody in place. Yeah. Yes.
A d6. Yeah.
If they try to move.
Okay. All right, that works.
And I choose not to wound them.
Oh yeah, is that by choice whether to wound them or not?
I think so. Yeah, it says you can wound the target. I don't want to.
All right, cool. So, Rosh, you are snared in place. Captain goes through the fire.
Can I yell, Captain, stop? Like, will he listen to me more than this compulsion? Like, is there a chance for this?
Oh, yeah. Ask him stop.
Captain, stop.
No, he doesn't. He goes through the fire.
Figured.
What? So, do you know how much damage that is, Vincent, or do I need to look it up?
I will look it up.
Oh, I have the spell. I can play
you do?
Yeah.
All right. So, it's going to be 5d8.
On a failed save, it can make a dex save.
I'm going to say that it can't.
Fair enough.
This is just, is going through the fire.
Going straight.
Yeah. All right. I will roll this because it's going to be me that's going to kill Captain here. That's an 18 fire damage.
Cool.
All right. Now you can roll a wisdom saving throw for Captain.
I would love to do that.
Because it has taken damage.
It's a natural 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Oof. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. I didn't like him or anything.
Then call him back out of the ether.
Captain,
don't trivialize my loss.
Is everyone within the circle of fire? You don't even see what happens to him.
Just goes through it.
He just goes through the wall of fire and you don't see what happens. So I describe nothing. But I will add a character or like just like a little side. I'll explain that Captain is ripped apart from the molecular level as he plummets down. The gravity goes stronger and stronger, and before he even gets close to the sphere, like his atoms break apart. And there is no body. There is nothing. We will get him back. We will get him back. Did not want to end tonight like that, but
I think Paige just screams.
Okay, and as you do, I want to do one more thing before we go. The entire room kind of like shakes. This spiral light goes all around. A few moments after Captain disappears behind the fire wall, and then you hear a deep rumbling noise, and then this arcane energy begins to swell, and then stepping through the fire towards you all is a creature 12 feet tall, dark red skin, massive horns coming out its head, teeth, sharp teeth. It's like as it kind of goes forward, there's like smoke coming off of its body. And it's like a tail whips out from behind it, and it looks up, and you all see a devilish creature. But Pace, you see a face you've never seen before, but somehow you know instantly. This is one of your ancestors. Except its name used to be Patience. But somehow you know that right now its name is Terror. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and we'll have more fun adventures.
Wow. That was a lot. And we have a dead burb. Yeah.
This is fun, right?
This is great. We're having fun, guys.
All right. Cool. Bye. I guess.
I'm in a papoose.